From the Piccadilly Theatre, London, here's your host, Jimmy Tarbuck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello again. Welcome to Live from the Piccadilly. Here we are in the middle of London. I'd like to say I'm looking sharp tonight. Put the new black suit on, hey? The chubby funster is back with you. New black suit, the new silk underwear. All appointment girls. Yes, now. Very nice, actually. Do you wear it, sir? Yes, with the high heels and the skirt. Yeah, well, we don't know about that anyway. Thanks very much at home for all the fan mail and the letters I've had. I've had more fan mail than Lloyd Hunnigan on Father's Day. And, what about EastEnders? Poor Lofty, come on. You know why she jilted him? She found out the best man was Bet Lynch. And you know, I tell you... Poor old Alan Ainsworth down there. You had a bad time at the altar, didn't you? Yeah, she turned up. Now, anyway... Reagan and Gorbachev, they're preparing for that meeting in Iceland. Reagan's all ready. He's put antifreeze in the Grecian 2000. He said to Nancy, he said, pack a pipe, a scarf and a pipe. You know, it'd be good for me. She said, is that for your image? He said, no, I'm going to build a snowman. You know, they've been swapping people already. I mean, Reagan told Gorbachev Danilov. Gorbachev told Reagan Zakharov. And Neil Kinnock told Derek Hatton to... Do you know... Told him to go home. And in Blackpool, they did well, the Labour Party, didn't they? Behaving like true brothers. The brothers in question were Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. The speakers made me laugh. They were all doing cannon and balls material. Kinnock told a load of cannons, and Hattersley told a load of... Do you know? They'd agreed on a joint policy. They won't smoke one in public. And he turned up. Dear old Arthur Scargill, God bless him, nutty slack. There he was. That's never his own hair. It's three-shredded wheat. They found out who his hairdresser is. Cross-eyed barber with a fly-mo. He said he wants no ballots. If the miners' wives get hold of him, he won't have any. Now, do you know? Talking of travelling and up to Blackpool, I've got a pal of mine, and he thought it's a nice time to take a trip. So he lives out at Wembley. So he walked into the British Rail station there. He said, I'd like a ticket. The fellow said, where to? He said, Karachi. He said, Karachi, British Rail? He said, we only go to the coast. He said, that'll do me. He said, I'll get on the French rail. Goes down to the coast. Over, Sea-Link, if you can get one. And there he was, in France. I said, where would you like to go to? He says, French rail, Karachi, Pakistan. He said, we do not go there. We only go to the border with Italy. He said, okay, he said, I'll go there. Same thing, on the train, has a wonderful time. Italy, if I said, what do you want? Where do you want to go? He said, I said, are you mad? He said, let's drop you off in Greece. Well, he's getting the ticket in Greece. The fellow went, hi, you're a good-looking fella. Anyway, he got the ticket. And he ended up, he had wonderful 2 weeks in Karachi. He had a great time. Now it's time to come home. So he goes into the Pakistan Railways. He said, I'd like a ticket to Wembley. The fellow said, yes, sir. Wembley Park or Wembley Central? Thank you very much. Well, I tell you, we've got a fun and talent-loaded show tonight. Here's a young lady. You usually see her with the 3 degrees, but she's decided to go solo. I'm pleased she's decided on this show to do a solo debut. Please welcome the very lovely Sheila Ferguson.
No more running down the wrong road, dancing to a different drum. Now can't you see what's going on deep inside your heart? Always searching for the real thing, living like it's far away. Just leave all the madness in yesterday. You're holding the key when you believe it. Shine, sweet freedom, shine your light on me. You are the magic, you're right where I wanna be. Oh, sweet freedom, carry me along. We'll keep the spirit alive all day long. Reaching out to meet the changes, touching every shining star. The light of tomorrow is right where we are. There'll be no turning back from what I'm feeling. Shine, sweet freedom, shine your light on me. You are the magic, you're right where I wanna be. Oh, sweet freedom, carry me along. We'll keep the spirit alive, on and on. Cause there'll be starlight all night when we're close together. Spirits dancing in your eyes tonight. Cause they'll be guiding us, shine on till the morning light. Shine your light on me. Hey, hey, you are the magic, you're right where I wanna be. Oh, sweet freedom, shine your light on me. We'll keep the spirit alive, on and on. Sweet freedom, shine your light on me. Hey, hey, you are the magic, you're right where I've got to be. Oh, sweet freedom, shine your light on me. Hey, we'll keep the spirit alive, on and on.
Michael Parkinson's next-door neighbour there. Bye. No wonder he's always popping round for a cup of sugar. Right. On Her Majesty's, this young fella came on and did a wonderful act, had all the girls talking about their bags in discotheques, but he's got something brand new for us tonight. He's got a great personality. Please welcome Peter Piper. Come on, Pete.
Get your hand back, Tracy. Here I am. Oh, live from Piccadilly. But what a rush. Oh, I don't believe it. I've been standing outside Her Majesty's Theatre all afternoon. Well, I didn't know, did I? Honest. Live television, eh? Live television, eh? Eh? Oh, nervous? Me? The people alone. The stars that have walked this stage. Bob Hope. Shirley Bassey. Lassie. Judy Garland. Hey, there's a classic. Did you see it? The film? I'll never leave home again, Toto. Oh, Annie M. Oh, Toto. Hey, listen, a Trivial Pursuit question now. They've done 2 updated film versions from the original Wizard of Oz story. Can anyone in the audience tonight, don't feel shy, anyone give me the 2 other titles? The Wiz, nice one, well done, lovey. Another one, for a green wedge. Return to Oz, well done. Now imagine if it was updated again. Say if somebody like Rick Mayall did his version, eh? Could you imagine that, eh? The Wizard of Oz, the Wiz, Return to Oz, and now Oz meets the young ones. And a little London tenement house spins wildly and crashes into this colourful land. Crikey, that was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Our house has just landed on the Wicked Witch of the West. Brilliant. And Neil comes rushing in from the outside. Guys, quick. I think our house has just flattened Joan Collins. Guys, quick. Oh, shut up, Neil. Anyway, I said witch, not bitch. Right on, feminist. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've longed for, once in a lullaby. And Neil comes rushing in again with a big map. Guys, quick, quick, follow the yellow brick road. And does anybody know where the toilets are? And then in he comes through the back wall. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. If ever a cleverer whiz there was, because of the wonderful things he does. Clever basket. Eventually, they reach the gates of the Emerald City, and Mike, the leader, takes over. Yeah, right, guys. We're at the gates of the Emerald City. Rick, you do the speech with the Great Oz. The rest of you stay cool, because we want to get on back to Camden Town. Go on, Rick. And he walked towards the huge green doors and knocked. And he walked towards the powerful wizard. Hello, Your Majesty. My name's Rick. Look, Oz, we really, really want to get back home because we're absolutely, totally and utterly lost. So, how's about helping us? And then the great and powerful wizard speaks. I cannot get the bloody ticket back to Newcastle every minute helping you, you stupid man. What? Get them back home? Hurry, man. No, Rog. No, basically, husband, no, I think we should let them all go back home. Oh, yes, Rog. Democratic vote on this, Rog. Yeah, basically. You've been lovely. I've run out of time. Ta-ra.
Well, there's a young man with a smashing, fresh approach. Hey, did you see in the papers? A house of ill repute opposite Maggie's old house. They said, weren't you frightened about Mark nipping across? She said, not at all. I hid his compass. Right. Now, here's two old friends of yours who had million-selling records all over the place. And they kind of went their own separate ways for a while, but now they've got together again, and I'm thrilled to have them on the show tonight with their latest record, and it's a cracker, Familiar Feelings. Please welcome together again, Peters and Lee.
I keep waiting for a song to come and sing it back to me. I never felt so free as when I had you.
Oh, rhythm was the best. It touched the likes of me. I was really me when I had you.
Give me back that old familiar feeling. That lovely feeling, like I was someone.
Everyone feel like someone.
Give me back the song we sang in harmony.
Give me back the song we sang.
Just you and me, singing together.
I tried to walk away and say I didn't care, but you were always there. I missed you.
It's funny, but I guess I did the same. It's such a funny game, but I love you. Give me back that old familiar feeling, that lovely feeling, like I was someone.
Everyone feel like someone.
Give me back the song we sang in harmony.
Back the song we sang.
Just you and me, singing together. Baby, baby, how I missed you. Baby, baby, how I Give me back the song we sang in harmony. Just you and me singing together. Give me back that old familiar feeling, that lovely feeling, like I was someone. Give me back the song we sang in harmony. Just you and me singing together. Just you and me singing together.
Take a bow. Don Lenny. Smash it. You know, people say to me, are you enjoying doing the live series? Well, I am, you see, because I'm in the hands of David Bell, who's our producer. Terrific fella. He got a blue at Cambridge. And he should have had the pink and the black as well, but the chalk went in. Right, now then. Here's a young fella coming on now. And what can I tell you about him? He's done many, many television shows like Copycats and things like that. And he's always scored very heavily, like he did with us on Her Majesty's. So please give a big welcome for a smashing comic, Brian Conley. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, which hand is the frog in? He's in that one, he's dead. Saw this frog by a pond. I said, how deep's a pond? Frog went, knee deep. Knee deep. Ladies and gentlemen, this frog was not well. He had all blisters round his mouth. I said, what's up? He said, well, he said, I kissed the princess and I burnt my lips on the exhaust pipe. No, please. All right. Right, now, I've got to tell you, I went to see where the Queen lives. Have you seen it? Oh, it's like a palace. Beautiful. I'm there, like, minding my own business, and, this tramp come up, he said, I haven't had a bite all day. So I bit him. Anyway, thank you, Flipper. So I'm outside the palace, and all of a sudden I hear this. I said, this bloke, who's that? He said, it's the Queen. I said, Blige, I didn't know she could play the piano. Or words to that effect. Can I go off and come back on? Anyway, please, please. So I saw my mate Parker. That's not his real name, that's his pen name. And I said, you sound a bit rough. He said, oh no, it's sinus. I said, what? He said, sinus. I said, you mean sinus? He said, no, I went out with this girl last night and her husband's sinus. Thank you. Now, right now, I'd like to show you something now that I'm very proud of. All right, girls, please, please, please. Ladies and gentlemen, some magic. I'd like to sing for you now a beautiful song dedicated to a lady that I once met on holiday. She was sitting by the swimming pool. I took her out a few times, but she kept jumping back in. Took her back to my place and kissed her on the doorstep. She said, why don't you kiss me on the mouth like everybody else? I went downstairs the next morning and she was making breakfast in her slippers. I I thought I must buy a frying pan. Here's the song. Baby cried the day the circus came to town. 'Cause she didn't want parades just passing by her. So she painted on a smile and took up with some clowns. And danced without a net upon the wire. I know a lot about her, can't you see? Baby is an awful lot like me. You know, when I was a baby, I was born with a moustache. My mum was tickled to death. Please don't cry out loud, keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. Fly high and proud, and if you should fall, just remember you almost had it all. Good night, and God bless you. Thank you. I've never done copycats.
You've never been on copycats?
Ladies or young man for copy.
Copy kids it was,
Sorry,
I was
thank
close.
you. Enjoy the rest of the...
The Brian Rogers Dancers. Well, there's a guy that I've heard so much about, but I've never had the pleasure of working with him before. I've got to tell you, he is one of the most multi-talented young men I've seen. I think he's smashing. You're going to enjoy him. Give a big welcome to Dave Evans. David!
No New Year's Day to celebrate. That's enough of that, fellas. I'm sick of that. I'll get fed up ever so quick. You? You? I'm fed up now, are you? I am. What should we do then? What do you fancy? A few impressions? Right. My impression of a 78 record featuring the late laminated... what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Harry Lauder. Harry Lauder. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I only do impressions of people who are dead. So I'm going to do one now of Mr. Ray Charles. I know he's not dead, but while we're waiting... I love Ray Charles, do you? I love Ray Charles. We were engaged for 3 weeks. This comes from an LP, ladies and gentlemen, this song. A lovely LP called Arthur Askey Sings Barry Manilow. Can you imagine that? Her name was Lola, she was a showgirl. Oh, dear. Anyway, the song goes like this. Ray Charles. I can't stop loving you.
That's nice, Ray.
Made up my mind. It's a living memory of a lonesome time. Nat King Cole was a merry old song. I can't stop wanting you. It's useless to say. So I'm gonna live my life on dreams of yesterday. Dean Martin, those happy hours. Every one's new. So long ago, they still make me spit blue. Harry Seacombe. They say that time heals a broken heart. Highway, highway. Time has stood still since we've been apart. Ian Paisley. I can't stop loving. I've made up my mind for a hot cake. Prince Charles. My God, Charlie, what's up with you? My God, Miss Jones, it's Elvis Presley. I can't stop loving you. Oh, fill up my mind. The living memory of a lonesome time. Next Bygrave. I can't stop wanting you. Just the same. I'm gonna live my life and run away with Doris Day. Johnny Ray. They say that time heals a broken steel since we've been apart. I'm fed up with that now, are you? What should we do now? Hang on. Hang on. Clear lane. Right, take it away, fellas. Should've just much to say. So I just live my life. And all my dreams of yesterday. Tom Jones. The tablets are wearing off, quick. I know my dreams of yesterday. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wasn't he great? Let me ask you something at home. Why is everybody having a go at the England cricket team? They haven't done anything. I know what I'd do if I was behind them, managing them. I'd tell them one or two things they should do. Hey, go blimey. One of them wouldn't go to India because he couldn't get the run. And you know, thank you. Ian. I was just saying how well you've been playing, and how are you, big fella?
Fine.
I tell you what, on behalf of everyone, I think you need a little few pats on the back, don't you? Well done with the walk that you did for those kids. That was marvellous. Yep. And we know you can't talk a little bit about cricket, but we've got something special for you tonight that just might help you in Australia. Come along, Alan. Not the girl. No, she won't. No, she's helping me here. Now, look, I'll tell you what. This is a special bat just for you and the lads when you're out there. Just hope this works. Come along, dear. Off you pop, dear. Here, I'll give that to both, yes. It's only milk. You're allowed to drink that. Now, look, on behalf of the British public and everyone here at London Weekend Television, a telegram before you pop off over there. All right, lad? Remember when you're down under and the Aussies are doing their worst, if you're going to break any records, both, choose a Rolf Harris one first, will you? Good luck in Australia and bring back the Ashes. Thanks for coming on. Ian Bolton, ladies and gentlemen. By God, I hope they stuff those Aussies down there. Good day, how are you? Right. It's not often you become a national institution in your own country, but this next lady is. They've had this most wonderful dinner for her in New York last week, and they said terrible things. Terrible, terrible things about her. Like she had her first facelift at the age of 3. Bob Hope described her as the funniest lady in the world. I've got to tell you, I am the biggest fan of a wonderful girl. Please welcome Phyllis Diller.
What are you laughing at? So I think I got it on upside down. And I know the hanger's still in it. But I was an ugly baby. What Jimmy said is true. I mean, I was, oh my... When my father asked the doctor, is it a boy or a girl? He said no. He said it was the first full-term miscarriage he had ever witnessed. But I bring you greetings from our country, from our president. I am so happy to be here in London. It's so gorgeous. President Reagan, oh God, he's old. His last birthday cake looked like a prairie fire. His neck won a turkey poster contest. And, you know, he says he doesn't color his hair, well, then he sweats purple. Somebody complimented him on his alligator shoes. He was barefoot. He's so old he can remember a heavyweight fight between two white guys. Somebody asked him to predict the next few months. He said, November, December. And they asked Nancy if she understands poor people. She said, well, if they speak very slowly. But you have to admit that President Reagan looks like a president. Now, you know, Jimmy Carter always looked to me like somebody who got separated from a tour. Of course, you gotta admit, he never had a chance at the presidency. He was born again and still had that same brother. But I'll tell you what I love about Ronnie Reagan and Nancy. They are happily married. I have such a rotten marriage. Our dog died from licking our wedding picture. You see, now, I admire Elizabeth Taylor because she knows how to operate with men. I mean, she gets the big jewels. The only jewel that Fang ever gave me was a medical bracelet. It said, in case of accident, the body looked like this before. And I did have an accident. I have a little sports car. It's got no top. I was thrown out into the mud puddle, and, you know, I'm nothing but spare parts. Everything I am comes off or out. In the morning, I don't get dressed. I get assembled. So I'm on my hands and knees in the mud puddle looking for my contact lenses. And I heard the Bobby, we call him cops, who was calling the station. He said, I can't find the driver, but I've got his dog. But I would just once like to get a hold of some of the big jewels like Liz Taylor does. My wedding ring turned my whole body green. And you wouldn't have believed the engagement ring. Fang said it was a square-cut emerald. It was a chiclet. And he's so unsexy. He's so stupid about sex. When we were kids and we used to play doctor, he was an optician. Oh, he was always dumb. On our wedding night, brought a book to bed. I wouldn't mind if he read. He colored. I put on a peekaboo blouse. He peeked and booed. We were in Las Vegas. He sat at the tables all day long. Every time I walked past, he yelled, crap. We stayed at such a cheap motel, they stole towels from us. Of course, he is so cheap, he doesn't even buy a newspaper. He walks down the street with the newsboy and asks questions. Oh, the cheapest man alive. He buys one Christmas card, sends it out as a chain letter. New Year's Eve, he wouldn't pay a little teeny bit of money for one stinking little noisemaker. Do you know what the idiot did? He put adhesive tape on his chest. At midnight, he ripped it off. Christmas Eve, he puts the kids to bed, fires one shot, and tells them Santa committed suicide. Because I knew at the wedding I'd made a terrible mistake. It was a disaster. He got down to the altar and asked for a blindfold and a cigarette. Then he paid the organist $20 to play What Kind of Fool Am I? Then he tried to get my garter off over my head. And he did. I still have elastic burns on my crotch. Wedding was a disaster. We had a civil ceremony. His mother couldn't come. Boy, has that woman got a mouth on her. She plays the tuba through the wrong end. Great big fat old bat. Someday I'd like to slit her girdle open and watch her spread to death. I don't like her. She hates me. One day I had a nosebleed. She put a tourniquet on my neck. I'm so happy to be able to come to London and be with you cheerful people because last week was my worst. A terrible thing happened. My fan club broke up. The guy died. Thank you. You've been a delight.
to check how the time is, you see, with it being live, but he'll be on now. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Live from the Piccadilly, and right now it's star time, and he really is a big, big star, this guy. He's been writing songs for many, many years. Songs that we all dance to, rock and roll to, some songs we cry to, beautiful love songs. Singer, songwriter, great entertainer. Welcome back to Neil Sedaka. Neil!
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have been given a special gift, the gift of songwriting. I've been writing songs for more than 30 years, over 1,000 songs. It's brought me an awful lot of good things in my life. I hope I brought you some happiness and some joy. Yes? Girl, we made it to the top. We went so high, we couldn't stop. We climbed the ladder leading us nowhere. The two of us together, building castles in the air. We spun so fast, we couldn't tell the gold ring from the carousel. How could we know the ride would turn out bad? Everything we wanted was everything we had. I miss the hungry years, the once upon a time. lovely long ago. We didn't have a dime, those days of me and you. We lost along the way. How could I be so blind not to see the door closing on the world I now hunger for, looking through my tears. I miss the hungry years. We shared our daydreams one by one. Making plans was so much fun. We set our goals and reached the highest star. But the things that we were after were much better from afar. Here we stand, just me and you, with everything and nothing too. It wasn't worth the price we had to pay. Honey, take me home. Let's go back to yesterday. I miss the hungry years, the once upon a time, the lovely long ago. We didn't have a dime, those days of me and you. We lost along the way. How could I be so blind not to see the door closing on the world I now hunger for, looking through my tears. I miss the hungry years. I miss the hungry years. Thank you. You tell me that you're leaving. I can't believe it's true. Girl, there's just no living without you. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. 'Cause if you go, then I'll be blue. Breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all we've been through, and you know that breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love just one more try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. 'Cause breaking up is oh so hard to do. Thank you so much.
Good. Well, I'd like to thank real hard-working members of our show. They do a great job every week. The Brian Rogers Dancers. Peters and Lee had to go. They're doing a UNICEF concert over at the Albert Hall, so they just got over there. But I thought this young guy was great with a new approach. Mr. Peter Piper. Well done, Pete.